Alright, fellas. Live. Still got a minute though. We got about 10 minutes, so. Super shaky. Hold on. Let's see. Make sure everyone's cleared up. I'm still waiting on a couple of people to pay. Hold on. Let's see. Still waiting on one person to pay, so I'm gonna give him about 5 minutes, and if he doesn't, I'll put it up. Somebody can buy it if they want it for what he paid. So aggravating, man. Why do people do this? It's the Hornets too. No, so stupid. Sorry about that, guys. This dude, his money didn't pay, so. Alright, give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Alright. Ready for Grizz. Let's see it. We got enough space. Yeah. Get some sleeves, top loaders. Go. But also nervous. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Yeah, it is. Alright. Let me check to see if the dude bought the Hornets. I don't think he did. He did not. I'm canceling his order. All right, so the Hornets are yeah, I know. Probably a good bet. Alright, so the dude that bought the Hornets never paid, so I had to cancel his order. So if anyone wants the Hornets, let me know before we start. Just claim it and I'll send you a thing on PayPal. It's like 15-ish and change. If not, it'll just go to the house. Bunch of folks, not only one didn't pay, which is nice. people buy stuff and then immediately have buyer's remorse. Alright, about to start this. Let's get it going. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me send this link out. What is going on, man? eBay's bugging. Hard. They have no support. Their customer support's all messed up. It's pretty tough. I had a couple people scam today. I feel like posting all their info, but I'm not. Really aggravating. A dude in Miami and a dude in another guy in Florida. He one dude like did it through PayPal. The other guy was like sending threatening messages for a refund. Some people are so insane over stupid cards. One of the guys like ran the scam for $14 through PayPal. Got basically the cards and then said he never received them, and then filed a complaint with PayPal to get a refund because there's no tracking. There's no tracking, so they always side with the buyer, but those listings, none of them have tracking because it's the type of listing. It's pretty aggravating. His name was like something Summerlin. I can't remember what his first name was. It's pretty aggravating. Let me send like 2 more of these and then we'll be ready. Go to, what is it, 10:05? Yeah, we're running a little behind me. Get this going. Luckily, we don't have to randomize anything, so we can just get to go. Everybody should know their teams. I'll show the list though, just in case. Let's see. There he is. Make sure the dude got the Pelicans. Make sure he's got the link. I'm sure he wants to watch it. Alright, let's see. Let's get back to this. Alright, Grizz for select. Alright, that's a good deal on the Hornets. That's actually not a bad price for them with their rookie, PJ Washington. Let me send him that invoice and we'll get going. Robert, let's find your email and I'll send you the invoice, dude. We can get going, get this started. Get to ripping. create an invoice. All right, we're good now. There was a it's like a chat room. All right, we're gonna get going on this. It's 10:09. All right, so let me pull up everybody's teams and I'll show you guys that. Just in case you don't know. Man. All right, we got it now. This is everybody's teams. We've got Bronson to the Hawks, Donald Ellsworth with Celtics, Bean with Nets, Aaron with Hornets, Southern Elite with the Bulls, Aaron with the Cavs, Mavs, Nugs, and Pistons, ETNY with Warriors, Rip City with Rockets, Bo LAJI with the Pacers, Don't Love Them Hoes with the Clippers, Wiley with the Lakers, Southern with the Grizz, Hoy Beasy with the Heat, Wiley with the Bucks, STH with the Timberwolves, Plan Niche with the Pelicans, Grocery with the Knicks, STH with the Thunder, Bronson with the Magic, Hoy with the Sixers, STH with Phoenix, Rip City with the Blazers, appropriate, Benson, DERE Benson with the Kings, R. Middlecoff with the Spurs, Alma 890 with the Raps, Bronson's with the Jazz, and Maxwell Hauser with the Wiz. So, that's the teams. It's for a hobby. I would watch WNBA at this point. Sold out. Alright, let's get going on this. Let's open this. Let's see what we get. Here's the, let's see. Hobby box. This is the eBay Pick Your Team. This stuff is getting so expensive. It's ridiculous. All right, Jace, move. You gotta go. Should be good. Good to go. This is the hobby. Pick your team from eBay. One hobby box. 20 packs, 4 cards, so 80 cards. One autograph in this, and then 20 parallels or rookies. So Lonzo Ball, Wesley Matthews, Serge Ibaka blue, and Andrew Wiggins base. That Ibaka is 25 of 59. Sleeve that up. One second. Sorry about that. All right. That Serge Ibaka is 25 of 59. It's a numbered card. You want rookies, obviously, but not too bad. Better than an insert. Got a hollow. Marvin Bagley base. Mo Bamba. The hollow is Isaiah Thomas, the fake one, not the Dream Teamer. And rated rookie of Nasir Little. So Isaiah Thomas hollow. It's not bad for the Wizards. And then the Blazers with a base rookie, Nasir Little. Yep, this is your gold jaw. It's also the one we pulled the gold Zion. Russell Westbrook and a base Luka. It's upside down. We got a rookie parallel of Goga Bitadze. It's hard to say his name. And then a Ty Jerome base. And this is out of 199. 71 out of 199 for the Pacers. Sleeve them up. Goga. Siakam, there's our auto, and it is a rated rookie, which is good. Elite Dominators, DeMar DeRozan, and a Cam Reddish rookie. It's a base. He's going to be better than DeAndre Hunter. Hunter was picked higher, but Reddish is going to be better. All right, let's slow roll it. Let's see what our auto is. Number 193. Jalen McDaniels for the Hornets. And it is a rated rookie on-card base. Nice snag for the dude that got the Hornets right before the break. But that dude's wishing he'd have paid now. The auto is like off the line a little bit. Let's see if you can see that. It goes up above. Kind of a sloppy one, but still a rated rookie auto. It's nice. I can't remember who our auto was in the last one. It was pretty weak. It was a vet. It was somebody generic. Markkanen base. Adebayo base. And we got a hollow of rated rookie Bol for the Nugs. And then a Kevin Porter Jr. Manute Bol's kid. Not bad. At least it's the rookies for the parallels. Julius Randle, Kawhi, and we got a Embiid Stargazing Hollow, and Devin Booker. Last time, the last break was, I think 4 insert hollows of Embiid. It's crazy. We're going to get a Zach LaVine too. Jabari Parker, John Wall. All clear for takeoff Wiggins. And a Reggie Jackson base. Marcus Smart. Paul George. Josh Richardson hollow, and Quindary Weatherspoon base rookie. So you're guaranteed to get something if you bought a spot. And I'll send you something out of my collection from Optic. If you don't, none of your players get pulled, or nobody on the team you got. De'Aaron Fox, Evan Fournier. We got another hollow. It is Damian Lillard. Nice. And Fiondu Kabengele. Not bad for the Dame. If you collect the Blazers, based on the name, sounds like the dude that bought the Blazers is a Blazers fan. So hopefully he collects Lillard. We got a lime green in this one. Millsap and Cody Zeller. Schofield rookie, and we got a Dennis Smith Jr. These are, I think, to 149. Yeah. 46 out of 149. Justin Cantu, not really. Nothing so far. The auto was Jalen McDaniel for the Hornets. This will upload as soon as it's over, too. There's another one tomorrow, that 5-box mixer somebody's asking about. It's 28. That one's sold out. That one will be tomorrow night. It's one of these, 2 blasters and 2 mega boxes. Jaylen Brown, Serge Ibaka, and a Paul George All-Stars insert, and then Teague. All the cards will be sleeved, and everything that is not in this pile, these will all be sleeved, and everything else will be in top loaders when they ship out. Alright, you got about 8 or 9 packs, a little over halfway. Harrison Barnes, Rajon Rondo, Damian Lillard, Rainmakers, and Jeremy Lamb. A few like Portland inserts. Still looking for the Pelicans and Grizz. Trae Young and LeBron. Dominators of Jason Tatum and Ish Smith for the Wizards. Clint Capella, Jamal Murray, another Blazers. We got a hollow Elite Dominators and a Blake Griffin. For any of you that don't know the difference, obviously on these you can tell because one's shiny, one's not. But some of them have like color. I'll show you one when we get it. If you can't tell if it's a parallel or if it's just the way the colors of the card, like the team, it'll have Prism somewhere on the back if it's a parallel. If it doesn't say Prism anywhere on the back, it's just the base version of that. You'll see it tomorrow in the retail because there's different inserts in retail and hobby. I don't have any right in front of me or I'd show you. Lou Williams, James Harden, Joel Embiid, 76ers, and DeMar DeRozan. We're on a cold streak. We need to pull some rookies for some color. I think the lowest we pulled was number to 59 so far. Malik Monk and Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon, Rainmakers, and Isaiah Roby, rookie for the Mavs. Need some color in the parallels for the rookies. 4 more. There's some color. Looks like a bronze. Tim Hardaway, Mitchell Robinson. The rookie on the back's Carson Edwards, and this is a vet, Nikola Jokic. Terrible centering. 65 out of 199. The last one we did, the best one was the hobby was like a Jokic insert. It was numbered to 10. All right. 3 more. Looking for Ja and Zion. Montrezl Harrell, Bogdan Bogdanovic, base, Blake Griffin All-Stars, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Two left. D'Angelo Russell, Al Horford. You got a Russell Westbrook Stargazing, and DeAndre Jordan base for Brooklyn. That's not a parallel. I won't say prism on the back. Last pack, 4 more cards. We got a hollow. That's good. JJ Redick, Goran Dragic, Mike Conley for the Jazz, and the last card is a rated rookie, and it is the wrong Pelican, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Almost Zion, not quite. I'll go over the rookies and the inserts. These are all base. Non-rookies, here we go. Conley Hollow, Russell Stargazing, Griffin All-Stars, Jokic 65 out of 199. Brogdon, Embiid Elite Dominators, Lillard Hollow Dominators, Tatum Elite Dominators, Lillard Rainmakers, Paul George All-Stars, Dennis Smith 46 out of 149. Dame Hollow, Josh Richardson Hollow, Wiggins all clear for takeoff. Embiid Stargazing. DeRozan Elite Dominators. Isaiah Thomas Hollow. Serge Ibaka Blue. 25 out of 59. Rookies. Alexander Walker. Carson Edwards. Roby. Schofield. Fiondu. Quindary Weatherspoon, Kevin Porter, Bol Hollow, Cam Reddish, Ty Jerome, Agoga, and Nasir Little, and the Goga is 71 out of 199. And then the auto was Jalen McDaniels. It's the base, but it is a rated rookie on-card auto, which is nice. It's not a sticker. Wish it was a parallel, but still, it's better than a lot of the autos you can get. So I'll get these packed up, sleeved up. There's more breaks on the site. Let's see. Let's link it. We've got another one tomorrow night that is the 5-box mixer. It's 2 blasters, 2 megas, Walmart megas, and another hobby. It'll be about 9:30ish, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And we've got 2 other breaks that are close to filling that'll probably fill this week. So maybe end of the week or the weekend. It's like, let's see, it's a 10 blaster. And then we've got one that's just a random hobby. Just one hobby box. So we've got those coming up. And I'll put some more up on the site. There's discount codes on the site too. So I think awesome is 10%. So use that one and you get 10% off on any of the breaks. And they're free shipping now on all the website. So make it easier. It's getting aggravating with the shipping because it was charging different shipping costs for different breaks and all that. So I just made it free. So check it out. I'll get these packed up and they should go out either Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. Tuesday at the latest, hopefully tomorrow. And then I'll send out a link to everybody that's in the other one. I don't know if you met any girls in here like earlier. Let's see. The auto was Jalen McDaniels from the Hornets. And the dude that bought the Hornets was the only person that didn't pay on eBay. So he lost the spot, and I put it up there around 10, and somebody that had a spot grabbed it. So he actually did it before the break started, luckily. So he got it for whatever. I think it was $15. It's going to be 9:30 or 10. I think I sent it out and said 10. But I sent everyone that bought in a message on eBay. So if you don't have that message, let me know. But I think it's at 10. I think I did it at 10 p.m. tomorrow, same time as this one. That one will be tomorrow night at the 5-box mixer. And then we've got a couple of other that are getting close. So I've been running some sales to move this stuff out of sheer boredom, just because it's so boring being here at the house. So Nicholas Plant, yeah, I'm guessing you were the Pelicans. I'll send you a Zion of something though, so you don't get skunked. I know that sucks. I'll send you something for that though. You're not gonna go skunked with no Zions. Oh, the $10. I'll check that and see. That one's getting close. A bunch of people bought that today, actually. It's been so busy, I haven't had a chance to check, like in the last 2 or 3 hours, what sold and how close it is. But the inventory should be synced on eBay and on the store. So whatever is sold, it should tell you how many are left. But I know it was about halfway earlier, and I've seen a bunch of notifications since then. So I think it's getting close. So if it sells out, I try to give at least a day notice for everybody, but usually like 48 hours when it's one that's long. We schedule it and then give people time just so they can watch it live. I know that's part of the experience. So we'll give them, I'll send out a notice when it gets close. Thanks for the cards. Yeah, I'll let you know on that. The dude with the Pelicans, shoot me an email and let me know. your email. I'll make sure you get something from Zion for that. You paid a lot and get skunked and miss him. That sucks. I'll try to hook you up as much as I can. All right, I'm gonna kill it. Hope everyone enjoyed. Congrats to the Hornets, dude, for getting that. Good deal. Any other rookies? Not a ton of hits on that one. That was one of the not the worst hobby I've seen, but it definitely wasn't the best. But you know, what do? We pulled a gold Zion out of one of these, and just like this, 1 of 1. So you know, it's definitely hit or miss. Yeah, football. I can't wait for football. There's not a lot of product out. I thought about doing the draft picks, like getting some hobby boxes of that. But the problem with draft picks is there's so many teams. You can't do it by team. You have to do it by like player, and then the only way to do it on player is eBay. So I thought about maybe doing conferences, just doing like a random and then putting the conferences out there, and then randoming off like, I think there's like 7 conferences that have players in this, maybe 8. But you know, the hobby boxes are like 150 to 170, so you'd end up paying like 30-ish for a hobby box. I mean, for a random spot. So I don't know. I may do that. Walmart hasn't had any. None of the Walmarts around here have gotten it yet. So if I see any blasters at Walmart, I'll buy up a bunch of blasters. I'll do one of those, and we'll just figure it out. But for hobby, it's tough. Yeah, there's none. Our Walmart hasn't. They haven't gotten Optic since release day, and they've only stocked baseball for the past month. No football. If I see any, I'll buy them up though. The blasters, and I'll probably do the conference. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is how you go about doing that. You know, with a random, it's not like you can do teams because there's so many teams represented. And on like these where it's eBay, where it's auction off the team, I don't know if I'll do a bunch of these, just because there's so many scammers out there. Like I got so many people today that was trying to scam on the stuff, and it was really, really taxing. People buying stuff and then charging back once they get it, and disputing stuff. And I wish I could show some of the messages I've gotten today. Over like a time period of like 40 minutes, a dude sent me 4 messages. One asking to cancel an order. The next one telling me to immediately cancel. The next one was, if you don't cancel, I'm going to... you're going to have more negative feedback than positive. And then the 4th message was, I'm about to bombard you with negative feedback if you don't give me a refund. That was like over an hour without checking it and responding. And so I just refunded his money and had to block him. But you get so many of those. People, one guy told me his nephew accidentally bought into a break to cancel it and refund. It said box break was at 10:30. Did I miss it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shady people, dude. A lot of them. Just, I don't understand it. It's just cards, but... Ethan Nyhart. Yeah, we started about 10:15. Sorry about that. If you want to go back, it's you can go back and rewatch this while it's live. You can start it over. It's just ended, the box. And I'll upload it again afterwards when it's over. Yeah, NFL will be 32. I'll do a bunch of those when like Prism comes out and Optic. I'll do some of those with NFL. I actually like NFL more than the NBA cards to collect personally, but you know, right now there's not a lot out except National Treasures, and I can't do the $1,000 a box stuff for the freaking National Treasures boxes. That's ridiculous. I can't break those. Yeah, Ethan, let me see who you got, then I'll tell you what, if there were any hits. You got the Warriors. I didn't see many Warriors in there, honestly. I don't know if I saw any Warriors, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I usually give the option. I know there wasn't any rookies. Yeah, I think the Warriors might have gotten skunked in this one. Fly, Eagles, fly. Nah, bro. Um, yeah, if you didn't get anything, I'll send you something, like a couple of cards from this set for the Warriors if you didn't hit anything. And if you got completely skunked and you don't want anything, obviously you can send me a message and I'll refund your shipping cost at least, like the $4 for shipping. If you want something from it, I'll try to put some cards in there. Anyone that's bought stuff before into these breaks, I usually add extra cards. When I stack them all up by team, if there's like 30 teams and they're stacked, organized like this in rows, and you can look and see which team sucked in the break. Like if one only has like, if that was the only Raptors card, not even that. If like the Heat, if your only card was like Goran Dragic, obviously I'm not going to ship you a Goran Dragic base card. I try to go through and find some like Harrow. It may be like Donruss or Hoops or something, but just add some stuff to it. So anyone that's bought in before, if you've gotten packages, you've seen what I do. I mean, I try to ship decent stuff out. The Lakers, there's a LeBron base. I don't know that there was any Warriors in this one, man. Yeah, I don't know about the Eagles, bro. Not a fan of Philly. The real birds right there. Good old days. Gonzo, Roddy, Julio, Ryan. Here's the OG quarterback. I got this on eBay one night. It was like I think it's numbered. Yeah, numbered to like 49 or 50. Yeah, it's numbered for like $4 shipping. Free shipping for like $4. That's a game used patch too, from like 82, I think. Baca. Yeah, I don't see any Warriors. Luca for the Mavs base. Bagley, Matthews. Yeah, I think the Warriors were a skunk in this. That sucks. No Currys. I didn't remember seeing any Currys or Cousins or Durants in this. Paul George. Conley, Jazz, Griffin. Yeah. I'll send you something. What did you get, Knicks? Let me see. Roby Schofield. Nuggets. The Knicks might have been a skunk in this. God, I'm going to have to go through and give away half. Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. I knew there was a Knicks. Parallel Dennis Smith. 149. It's 46 out of 149. I thought I remembered seeing one Nick in here. Jazz for Griffin, and yeah. So at least it's some insert. Thought y'all had it. Yeah. If there's any Falcons fans in here, you'll know that that's the most painful thing in sports. What happened? I don't speak of it. Yeah, you got 2 Dame Hollows. Yeah, that was a nice one. Brady's in my city, but we host the Super Bowl this year. If we don't all die from Corona, you'll be good, man. Just stay inside. Yeah, Brady is a douche. Kisses his father on the mouth at like 40 years old. And he's not like European. Mitchell Robinson base too. Yeah, I can't wait for football stuff. I'll definitely do some Prism and some Optic breaks of that, but that's a couple of months out for that stuff ships. I may do some draft picks, but Roby. Yeah, there's no Knicks rookies. Yeah, it's risky, man, in the hobby. It's all or nothing in this with like the Zions. The reason the price is like for this stuff, for anyone that doesn't know, this hobby box for Optic, the way it works is Panini makes the product and they sell it to distributors only. And there's like probably 20 or 30 big distributors in the country that get Panini product. MJ Distribution is the biggest, and that supplies all of Walmart. So MJ's, who supplies Walmart. Excel Marketing does Target. And then there's other distributors that sell to like local card shops and online retailers. And you can't just buy from those distributors. You have to have accounts with them. The way they allocate product is like the good product, it will say subject for allocation, which means even if you have an account, you can't just order the product. So like Optic this year and Prism, all basketball this year, but definitely Optic and Prism is allocated. So what it is when they give you the pre-order date, you have to submit how much you want. So say you wanted to buy a whole case of hobby boxes, 12 of them. You submit it, and then they depend, like however many cases the distributor gets from Panini is how they, distribute that out to their accounts. So it's all based on how much you've ordered in the past. So if you're a fairly new account and say you spend like $1,000 a month, it was impossible to get Optic from them. Nobody was going to get it. So the only people that got Optic are the ones that buy it in bulk, all the product, and move through it, which are the bigger breakers. So those guys that are breaking all these products whole cases at a time, they're getting whole cases from the distributor. This product from the distributor was $90 a box on release day. So if you had an account from a distributor and you got your allocation, you could have ordered a case of the stuff for $1,080. That's the MSRP of this product, $90. So technically, excuse me, according to Panini, there should be about $90 worth of cards in this. Obviously, cards go up and down because it's like a free market. So whatever somebody's willing to pay for Jalen McDaniels, say the dude has like 10 triple doubles in a row. People want his card because it's going to be valuable down the road. So the price goes up. So the reason it's crazy right now is Zion and Ja, right? The two big guys. Their cards are so valuable that it drives the cost of the box up. But the reason the boxes are $400 right now are because of those two players. So if you don't get one of those two players in the box, you really overpaid for the $400 because the other cards adding up should only be 90 to 100, 150 bucks. So if this box, if you said that this box there was no Zion, no Ja in it, guaranteed, these boxes like the Optic without those two would sell for about $100. And then you would get stuff like this if there's a Zion in it, so it's just gambling. These are $90 boxes that are going for $400. National Treasures was $550, I think, was the distributor cost for allocation, and now they're $1,000, so they're double. So everything's just all out of whack because of Zion and Ja. If they weren't in it, it would be nowhere near that. So if you're not getting one of those two cards, you're paying like a disproportionate percentage for the box. So yeah, have a good one, dude. But that's how it works with these. They're $90. So I have two accounts with distributors, but I get nothing allocated because this is like a little side thing that I do. This isn't my job. So like I buy a hobby box every now and then. There's people that order cases every week of product. What the guy told me was, if you're not spending at least like $100,000 to $150,000 a year, you were never going to get one of these at $90. That's like the threshold for that distributor to send at least one box at $90. You had to spend six figures with them the previous year, which, like, give me a break. I mean, that's opening a ton. The benefit that I have is they hold back certain amounts of Optic and Prism. One of the distributors does, and they'll sell it at market price. So it's like 10% cheaper than market price. So with this, if it's $400 is what the average price is, they may have it for like $380 or $375 or something. So you get a little bit of a discount, and that's pretty much the only benefit to having an account with the distributor. Because, I can't just log in and order product. I can, but it's all market price. Like I can buy hoops. If it's $125 is the price for a hoops hobby box on eBay, it may be $112 or something for me to order it. but then you pay shipping and a handling fee, and it comes out to about that. Unless I'm ordering, I think, $500 worth of boxes, and then I get free shipping. So it's pretty much, that's why it's so inflated, though. It's because of Zion and Ja. But these were $90. Prism was $120 or $125, and now they're selling for like $900. So it sucks, man. The breakers, yes, I do think old Jordans will go up. The breakers buy cases, and they buy as many as they can because they're getting them at $90. And then they break whole cases, or 10 cases that they get. So they're buying all this product because they're making a fortune. If you got a case of this for $1,080, I saw guys doing breaks when this first came out where they sell the teams on eBay, and the Pelicans were selling for like $1,200, $1,300. The one team. So he's selling one team, and after his fees with eBay, he's paying for the all 10 hobby boxes, and every other team was just pure profit. I figured it up one time, and he had one of the breakers. I'm not going to name him because he's a douche, but it was like $5,100 in eBay sales that he got for the case of hobby. So he paid $1,000. He pays $500 and something in fees and the shipping, say $600-$700. He cleared like $3,500 on that one case of Optic on one break. And then he doesn't ship base cards, so he only had to sleeve up like these and ship these. He keeps these, and he was doing a case a day for like the first 10 days it came out. So I mean, dude made like 30-40 grand on Optic when the product first came out. I mean, it's just insanity. So he's buying 10 cases, so next year they look back and go, oh, this dude spent 100 grand on basketball, so he gets allocated on the next year's product, and he buys all of that and he breaks it. It's almost like a cycle. You get the people that get it at the good price are the ones that buy it in volume, and the reason they get it at the good price is because of the volume that they buy. So it's impossible now to like do this and get to the point where you're doing, you get a case of this stuff at $90. It's never going to happen. So yeah, it's insane. I learned all of this stuff, and then you've got Walmart, who MJ does the distribution for Walmart. They have a company called Anderson that does merchandising. So MJ doesn't actually have people in the field that go into Walmart. They hire a contractor called Anderson Merchandising or something. So Wednesdays, MJ ships the product to each Walmart, depending on what they have at their humongous warehouse, MJ. So they may get like 500 cases of the stuff or more of blasters. So they may send 3 to this Walmart, 10 to this one, 5 to this one, and it all goes out UPS Wednesday, and it gets to the Walmart Thursday, and it sits in the back, and it'll say hold for Anderson. So then Thursday afternoon or Friday morning, Friday afternoon, they have like 2 days. The Anderson person can go to that Walmart because they're like part-time, like stockers, but they don't work for Walmart. They go in there and then they pull it out of the back and they put it on the shelf. So it's usually Friday mornings is when they stock. What's happening is because this product is so crazy, you've got people like these resellers that buy the blasters in bulk. They've like met the Anderson person who's making like $12 an hour part-time for stocking Walmart. And they're telling them like, I'll give you $100 if you text me when you're going to go up there. They go up there, they meet them like out of the back in the store, and then they give them the Optic out of the box. The dude gives them $100, and he takes 15 blasters with him. He spends $300 on blasters, and he sells them for, $900 or $1,000 on eBay, and he paid $100 to do that. And they've got a setup. Same thing's going on at Target. The Excel marketing. Those guys go around to each Target, they merchandise, and they're meeting people. They're getting paid under the table cash. It's super, super shady. And Panini even on it. What is it with that? Oh, the scales. So on Prism blasters. This is why I don't buy Prism blasters on eBay. Prism blasters were guaranteed either a relic or an autograph in every box. right? So it was you were guaranteed a hit. It's not like Optic. So you were going to get either one of the generic relics, one of these, or an autograph. So the auto is like this, you know, on Prism. The relic is this. If you feel them, this is heavier, this relic. It's a lot heavier. So what people figured out is if you put a blaster box on a scale and measure it in grams, it's like 116 grams or something, 120, somewhere in there is the average box. They're all the same if you weigh them because they all have relics in them, the heavier card. Everything else is exactly the same. The packs weigh the same. Each card weighs the same except the relic. So when you put one on the scale and it doesn't weigh 120 grams and it weighs 112 grams or whatever the difference is in this, 8 grams or whatever, then that person knows that it doesn't have a relic in it, that it has one of these in it, and it's an auto. Prism is obviously, now you would just buy any Prism you see, but that's why they weigh them. If it has a printing plate in it, it's going to weigh significantly more than the others because it'll have metal in it. So they're basically weighing it to find out what the hit is in it, and then if there's 10 and 9 of them all weigh the same, then that's the common generic blaster that has the generic cards in it. If there's a variance in it, it's either lighter because it's an auto, or it has a relic if they don't have anything in it and it's just generic. So they're weighing it to see what the hit is in the box, and then they're buying those. So the people on eBay that buy people that buy like 50 blasters and you go through and you weigh them, you could find the auto in the blaster and then you sell the generic relics off. That's why I don't buy the Prism blasters on eBay. Because one, they're insanely overpriced, but two, because of that. Somebody could easily weigh that and then pull all the autos out of all the blasters and then sell the generic relics. And I tested that too to see. I had read about that online. I tested that to see. I had like 10 blasters here at the house for me. No breaks, nothing like that. It was just my personal stuff. And sure enough, it one weighed less than the other, and I opened it up, and it was like it was a generic autograph, but it was an auto in there. It was, I think it's sitting over here. I was going to send that out. I actually did a giveaway the other day on Instagram to give away cards. That was Optic. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody generic, but it was somebody lame, like a no-name vet. But still, you could tell. So then and there, I was like, I'm never buying Prism online. Optic, it's not gonna. This isn't the blaster. The blaster here. I'll show you the blaster. They don't have a hit, guaranteed. They have their hit in this is like a 1-of-1 signature, so or you can get checkered. So they don't have the relic in these, so you can't really do it with this year's Optic. But that's what people are doing. Super shady. Also in the hanger packs, I don't have any hanger packs. Look at the cello packs. Look at the top, and if there's a bunch of creases, it means the dude has searched through the packs. So on some of them, I saw a dude doing it a couple of weeks ago. It was right when this virus started. This idiot is in there with gloves, open carrying a pistol on his hip, and a mask, and he's searching Optic NFL, the cello packs, because the back of it is white. So you can see through on the back of the cello pack. You can see the back card. And I figured out what they're doing. They're taking it, and on those, there's a certain spot where like the hit is, like the rookie or the parallel. So like in these, it's the third card always is the hit. So what they're doing is they're taking it and then they're sliding the card up to the top, like the back couple of cards to wherever the hit is, and they're looking to see what college or who the player is on the back to see if it's a rookie. If it's not, then they put it back. And what that does is when they're forcing it up to the top, one, it's damaging the cards because their corners are bending. But two, you can see on the pack a bunch of creases and lines up at the top. So if you ever see a cello pack that's got all that crap up on the little part where it hangs, It's been searched. It's so stupid, man. People are. The dude was in there going through. He was searching Yu-Gi-Oh packs. Grown man, pistol on his hip, open carrying, gloves, like surgical gloves and a surgical mask in the middle of a freaking pandemic. And he's searching Yu-Gi-Oh hanger packs. Like $4 packs. Trying to find a card. And then I saw another grown man doing it in Target with NFL. I went up to him, to that guy, and I was like, did you find what you're looking for? You know, to try to embarrass the dude. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's a $4 pack of cards, $5.90 or whatever it is. And he's like, not yet. I mean, and it was like 15 packs he had gone through and looked. And there was a one, like on the end, that he hadn't, that was in a separate spot. If I just grabbed that to buy something, because I was jonesing for cards and it was nothing in stock. And it had the red, white, and blue of this year, Kyler Murray in it. I was like, good. Karma for that douche. You know, he didn't search that one. Stupid idiot. But yeah, I agree. Somebody has always got a way to ruin it. It's just stupid, man. Anytime there's money involved and it's super valuable, it brings out like scammy people that do this. There's just a lot of breakers. The reason I started breaking was, one, it was just a hobby, like something to do that was fun. But two, I started to buy into breaks, and it was so many people that I would buy a spot in the break, and it was absolutely ridiculous how they would do it. It was like they would open the packs, and it's like this. This is 08 Topps Chrome that I ordered the other day off eBay, a hobby box, and did not get my Matt Ryan rookie that I was looking for, but. So they open the packs and they're like John Kitna, McNabb, Miller base, Adrian Peterson Player of the Year, Brady. Next pack. Then they do it again and it's like base, Adrian Peterson, Derek Anderson, Donovan McNabb. And I'm like, dude, slow down. Like, the whole point of doing this is to, like, enjoy it. When you buy into a break, it's you want to, like, live vicariously to the person opening it. So it's, like, you know, that's why I go kind of slow. And when you see a hit, slow roll it and kind of build up. Like, and show each card who it is. Like, it's, I don't understand why people, but I know why. I actually do. It's because it's money. The more breaks they do, the more money they make. So when they have like 8 of them in a night, they want to get through them and get to the next one, and it's their job. So I just hated, or it's the way people are like, I saw one dude doing it like this, where it's, he's got the camera down here like this, and he's got the cards over here like this, and he opens every pack, and he stacks them to where it's like all the cards for the whole break are stacked like this open. And he's got it to where it's like this, and his stacks them like this, and he's like, Jeff Teague, Jaylen Brown, Serge Ibaka, and he's going through it like that, and it's like, dude. And then sometimes you can see, like in the background, so he's doing it like this, and he's like, Serge Ibaka, and you can already see that it's Andrew Wiggins in the back, and it's like, dude, it's ruining the experience, you know. And then the next one, you see that it's like a blue Raptors card, you know, and Serge Ibaka. It's just aggravating the way they do it. And those are the biggest breakers that get all the product. So I figured I would do them. I did the first one where I just got a bunch of blasters, and I did it at cost on Reddit. And then my new poster for anybody that, my new wall art for anybody that grew up in the 80s. Wizard, Kevin Arnold. If you, there's the other ones, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. If you, yeah, so I did it for those guys at cost, and then I was like, you know, it's kind of fun, so I did it, and then I decided to donate to a charity, and then it was, you know, you mark it up a little bit, and like these, I think on this, when it's all said and done, it was, I'll tell you what the money was on this. I'll break it down. So I think it was $501 for all the eBay sales total. And that may have even been with shipping. I can't remember if that's. I think that is. That was $500 without the shipping. $501. I combined a bunch of shipping, so it's not like it was $4 for each team. So a bunch of people bought a couple, so I combined it. So I collected probably, I don't remember, $50 or something, 60 bucks in shipping, and it'll probably cost me about 80 or 90 in shipping. But just say the shipping was $70, right? And it's $20 or whatever that I come out of the 500. That puts it to 480. I owe $50 to eBay for fees for that, so that puts it at 430. PayPal takes 3% of 500, so that's 15. So that's 415. This box cost me $387. So 13, 15, $28. And then you'll do like a pack of penny sleeves, which is like $1. I'll put, 30 top loaders, which will cost me a couple bucks, $2 or $3. I'll put the auto in a one touch just because it's the hit, which is like $1 or $2. It's usually on some of like the smaller breaks like this, it's different because there's less cards. But when you do 5 and 10 boxes, the cards get up there. So supplies are usually like $10 to $20. So, when it's all said and done, I'll probably profit $20 on this. Maybe $30, 20 to $40, like best case scenario. And I'll spend probably, an hour doing this, and then probably 2 hours sorting and sleeving to get it all done, and then maybe an hour to pack it up and ship it. So it comes out to like, best case, you're going to make like $10 an hour when you charge the prices like this and you're paying resale price. So you may make $30-$40 and you spend 3 or 4 hours. Some of them I've, broke even and spent with the time. It was nothing. It was like a loss, but I don't care. And I can't donate to a charity because there's not a single team. On the other ones, whatever the spot cost, I donated to a charity. So like that $5 mixer that was like $28, I'll put $28 to that, to a charity, which is pretty much the profit. So it's break even. So, filthy bomb and they go fast, but yeah, exactly. It's all about the money. Yeah, so you don't make a ton of money. Like that's legit the breakdown of this. It was $501 total in all sales, and I paid like $385 for the box after fees and everything, maybe $20. So, but I don't care. I'm not complaining about it. It's just because I like doing them. I like opening the cards, and so it's not. And I got a free mat out of it. BCW sent me this. It's pretty dope, right? They make you a custom mat, and they sent me a care package of like supplies, just so I would put that on there, I guess, and do it. And I try to use BCW just because they're Ultra Pros. They're a little bit cheaper, but I honestly like the BCW sleeves better. I just had a million of these before they sent me this, so I'm trying to use up all those, but BCW sent me that, so got free stuff out of it at least. And I got they sent me like maybe 100 top loaders, 21 touch, like a couple of 100 sleeves, and then a couple of card houses to store cards. So that's the one perk out of it so far, but it's just for fun. But those other guys that are doing it, when you're doing, they're making more. One, they're charging more, and then they're doing more product. So the more product in a break, the more money you make on it, because your other costs don't really go up. The shipping is the main thing. Your shipping fees aren't going to go up. Whether I open 10 of these or one of these, the shipping for each team varies maybe like $1. So you make more money the more you do. This is like the lowest you could possibly do, which is why you only make like $20 on it. But those guys that are doing cases of that stuff, they're making a fortune, especially the National Treasures guys, because there's so many skunks in those. The ones that sell by the player, man. Like I bought into a 2-case break the other day of Matt Ryan for National Treasures, and I think I paid $30, skunked. The next day, a 1-case, skunked. 1 case, skunk. So that's just donations to that dude, because there's 8 cards in there, 4 boxes, so there's 32 cards. So he's going to ship 32 items, and every other player that he sold is just donations. So, yeah, those are the ones that are making a fortune on it. But obviously, this isn't my job, luckily. So, for now, hopefully, everything with this virus settles down, and it can be a little side hobby that's just for fun and to collect cards. Plus, you meet people. Like, I've met a few people that do this that have messaged me, and I've sent some stuff out. Check this out. This dude, gotta put it. So, well, I don't know what I did with it. I had a letter that, I can't find it. It was, I know I didn't throw it out. I had it. I found it the other day and I put it up. I can't remember where I put it. A dude told me that he bought in and he watches these with his kid. So, the last break we did, I was like super over the top, exaggerating for the kid, like his team. He was like, he's really excited about it, and he got like the Celtics or something. So every time I pull a Celtic, I was super excited, like about like Tremont Waters. And then the kid, like the guy messaged me and was like, dude, he had so much fun. So I was going through my cards, locked in the house, and I was sorting. I'm still sorting it, actually. If you can see over there, I've got a ton of stuff I've got to go through. But I was sorting, and I needed some more space in the case, so I was pulling out a bunch of stuff, and I sent the kid a Zion and a jaw. I sent him a Zion My House and a jaw, something. Maybe like a Donruss or something. And then a couple of other like generic inserts. He got them, and the guy was like, oh my Lord, man, dude, he was so excited to like see that. And he was like, I'll send you something back. And so I was trying to find it. I can't find it. But he messaged me and was like, hey, we mailed you something. So I get it in the mail, and it was a letter that the kid wrote, like this like little kid, probably like 6 or 7. And it was like classic, like misspelled words, hilarious, like my favorite, FAVRET, stuff like that. And he was like, my favorite was the Zion My House. And I sent him a one touch, and he put it in and was like, it was just super nice like letter the kid wrote. So, and he loved the Zion My House. So I sent him a one touch. He put the Zion in there. I sent him a Luka, a Trey, Luka rookie from Donruss, Trey rookie, and I was like, enjoy them, whatever, because I had like 10 of those. So I sent him one. So when I got the letter, I sent him the other day the whole My House set from Optic. So I put all of them in there. I was missing one, number 10, I think it was Dame. That was the only one that I didn't have. I had duplicates of all of them in my personal collection. So I sent him the whole set and like mailed it out to him, and it was like some generic fan of the month for this, and it was like a letterhead from like a corporate office from this awesome card breaks. So I mailed it to him the other day, and the guy was like, dude, it's just super... he's super excited about it. He's getting into cards, and his dad's obviously nice, and he bought into a couple of breaks. He told his buddies about it, like other collectors, and they messaged me, and they've bought into some now that are coming up. So, it's fun. It's something to do meet like this dude. I'm not going to go into detail. He lives on the other side of the country. I'll never meet the guy in person, but I've met a couple of other people that have messaged me about their personal collection and what I collect, and like swap cards and trade. So that's part of it. It's just fun to meet people. It's like a hobby. So definitely not doing it to get rich. You and your son are in the 10 box. First break. Man, the 10 box, that's a good one. Those blasters, that's actually good value on that. So like if you were to buy 10 blasters, you would spend about $650 on that now. Right? So they're like 60 to 65 each. So Yes, I pulled the gold vinyl. So they're like $65. So if you bought like one for each team, 30, it breaks down to like $22, $23 is like the actual value for like 1/30th of 10 blasters now, since they've gone up so much, is like $23. So $28 for a break is actually a good price on that. I guarantee you that there's nobody that is doing a 10 blaster random team break for $27.99 with a 10% off code and like free shipping on the store. That's as cheap as it gets, man. Nobody's doing that because you're not going to make any money doing it at $28, but it's fun. So, just a heads up. Yes, and I did pull the gold vinyl Zion. The video is, it's on the YouTube channel. The guy that got that, by the way, has that card now. It's not going up for auction yet because of all that's going on, but I do think it is going to go up for auction soon. Once everything settles down a little bit, I think it is going up for auction. It's going to be crazy to follow the cost or the price for that. It's I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, the guy that got it is a super nice guy, and like I actually met the guy that got it because I delivered the card in person. I didn't ship that card, and I ended up meeting the guy, and he's like one of the nicest guys. Like, it was really, really wild because there's so many shady people. There's the video for the break, for the Zion. It's like at 31 minutes or so. 31:30, I think. Yeah, he was a super nice guy. And he actually got like a pink Zion and a base Zion in that break too. So like he was great even before that gold. I mean, he paid $30 for the spot, and it was like a pink one, which is a couple $100, the base, which is like double or triple what the spot was, and then he had like an Alexander Walker parallel, and then of course the gold, which blows all that out of the water, But I'm still interested to see what the value of that is. I've heard stuff from like 25 grand, 50 grand, 100. It's all over the place. I know that gold, what was it? A gold 1-of-1 LeBron insert, like the Dominators or something, or maybe it was My House. I don't remember. One of the retail inserts, the gold vinyl 1-of-1, sold for $17,000, and then there was a numbered to 10 Prism gold Zion rookie that sold for $43,000, and that's the numbered out of 10. So I know Prism's typically more valuable, but on that particular card, a lot of people like the rated rookie. So the rated rookie 1-of-1, I mean, I would say it's got to be at least what the Prism out of 10 is, which was 40, 45, somewhere in there. So I don't know. Oh yeah, man, dude, on that break, you wouldn't believe what all happened after that. I tried not to get like into detail and like spam about that break because it was there was so much stuff that happened right after that. Some people got pissed that it took a couple of days, left negative feedback on eBay because it was delayed to ship out the cards. It was ridiculous how people were acting. But Panini actually reached out and like mentioned the video, and Panini America. They actually follow on my Instagram. If you look, like when that break happened, I had 2 Instagram followers, 2, and then it went up. Like Panini did something, and they were like more info to come, and then Panini they sent me a thing. One of the guys at Panini wanted to do an article on the story. And I still had the card at that point because I was trying to figure out the logistics to get the guy the card, because shipping was going to cost like $900 to ship it. So we were trying to work that out, and it was tough because I have a normal job. I don't do this. I can't just leave and go to take a card somewhere. I have to work. So Panini reached out and wanted to do a story on it, and I was like, just hold off on it for a little bit. I want to get the guy, make sure it's all settled up, but I reached out to the guy, and the guy at Panini was just telling me, he was like, dude, his words, in an email were, what's amazing is that it was your, 3rd break, or 4th or something, ever. We had, like this, 6 viewers, 10 viewers, whatever it was. And he was like, you pulled the card of a lifetime, winning the lottery, basically. And he was like, you had 2 followers on Instagram, an eBay store, and 10 subscribers on YouTube. He's like, you could have easily scrolled over here, killed the stream, deleted your eBay account, deleted your YouTube channel, and it would have been impossible to find you. And he was like, I've got to do a story on this. Plus the charity, and there's more to come about that. The charity that I randomly picked was St. Jude. And the card ended up going to somebody that has a personal connection to St. Jude. And I don't want to commit. I don't want to go into too much detail just for out of the privacy of the guy, but St. Jude will benefit from that. Put it that way. They're going to benefit from when the card sells. So the guy was like, I got to do a story on it, and he wanted to go to the hospital, and he told me, he was like, he wrote the story and he was going to publish it on Panini's site, and it was almost like an interview, but I was like, I just don't right now. I said, I just don't want to I don't want people to think that I'm doing this for spam or publicity, right? Because the main reason was the charity. That's why I wanted to get video out and people watch it, because the whole beginning of the video is talking about St. Jude, which the reason I picked that is I had a personal connection to there. A friend of mine, this little girl, has cancer and brain cancer, and had mentioned St. Jude during her treatment. So and it was my friend's birthday. That's why I picked that charity that randomly that night. She didn't even know about it. But I told him to hold off on that. But Panini wants to write a story on that when the card goes up for auction and publish it, because the guy was just like, dude, no one would have ever known. And he's like, there's a lot of people out there that would have killed that stream and not given that guy that card. He's like, they would have just scammed him and said, sue me or whatever. But and I was thinking about it. I didn't sleep that night when I got the card. I had to go for a ride because my brain was just pumping 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I was just like, that never crossed my mind. My thoughts were just what in the world? How did this happen? You order one hobby box and you pull the gold vinyl. So, that was never an option to kill it. But, and it's just, a lot of my friends were like, you're really going to give him the card, and you're an idiot. And I was getting DMs on Instagram of people saying I was stupid, and you're an idiot, a sucker for giving the card away for $30. And, I was just telling my wife, I was like, it's just cards. I told the Panini guy that too. I was like, look, man, it's just pieces of cardboard. This is just a piece of paper with a dude's picture on it. Yeah, it's got value, but are you going to be a crappy person and steal over this? Yeah, and that card is a ridiculous amount of money, and we're in a pandemic, and the economy exploded and crashed 2 weeks later, but it's still just a piece of cardboard. This is the same thing as this. This has color on it and a different picture of a player, and they made 59 of these, and they made 1,000,000 of these. So this is worth, $4. This is worth 25 cents. If this was gold and had jaw face on it and it said 1 of 10, it would be worth 10 grand or whatever it is. To me, that's just insane that, stuff's worth that. And it's are you going to be a bad person over a freaking sports card. We're all just like living out childhood when we buy these. You know, when I was a kid, I'd go in the store and buy packs, and now we're adults, and it's, you know, you're reliving your childhood, opening cards and looking through and putting them in your collection. So are you really going to like scam someone over that? So there was never a decision. I mean, never even a thought. So I got the guy the card, and he ended up being like super nice guy. I still talk to him fairly regularly. You know, he's a big fan of a team, and we talk about the teams and all that. So, yeah, eventually I'll post more of that stuff eventually and be more open about it. But for now, just out of respect for the dude, I'll try not to go into detail or like spam that card and that video, because it's, one, it's not my card, and two, it's a super valuable card that the dude wants privacy on right now. So when he decides that he's going to go public and auction it off and all that, I'll post more about it and share it and talk to Panini, and Panini will do some stuff about it. But for now, I didn't want to. Did you see that video of those guys? Sad that. No, I didn't see that, but it doesn't surprise me, man. I'm telling you, dude, anytime you get a lot of money involved in something, it brings out the worst in people. You know, if we were doing a break and it was 1991 hoops, you would never see somebody scam somebody on it. You know, if I was opening like 91 Upper Deck baseball, which I have a box over there unopened, if I were to do a break of that and open it, there's zero chance of anyone scamming because the cards are worthless. But when you start getting cards in there that are, you know, hundreds and thousands and then tens of thousands of dollars, yeah, that's, a lot of people are going to do that, man, especially in this type industry, because unfortunately this hobby has a lot of shady people in it. A lot of shady people in like cards, collecting. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is, man. You get a lot. I mean, just I could show so many things on eBay of messages and of stuff that I've gotten from just straight scammers. Like this one dude, I mean, he bought 3 Trae Young base cards of Prism. I have a listing where it's like you pick, where you scroll down and you pick all the cards. It's ridiculous. I have like I'll show the listing, and it's very clear. Like, this is base. This is not. This is let's see. It's not a hollow, or it's not super confusing. Like, anyone that collects cards, you've seen U-Pick listings. It's a way to get rid of all the singles. And out of that listing, 99% of them are 99 cents. Right? They're dollar cards. And I do free shipping on most of them, or I used to, until this guy. 99 cents. Free shipping. And you ship them in a plain white envelope. So you put it in the top loader, you put it in a white envelope, you cover it, and then you put a stamp on it and their address, and you ship it out. It's 55 cents to ship with the stamp. You make 40 cents on the card when you sell it for $1. Or 30 cents because you pay eBay 10%. But, you know, you just get rid of cards. I don't mind doing it because it gets rid of single cards. And most people don't buy one card. They'll buy like 5. So you make a couple of bucks, you ship them out, and you get rid of your ridiculous amount of base cards. Right? And so that's the way that I would, on my personal side, when I get a ton of base cards, I'd sell off those, and then you make 30, 40 bucks, and then I'd buy something else. Right? Get the hit, put that in your personal collection, etc. So, it's basically like plain white envelope. Anyone that collects, you know what that is, right? It's like a thing in the hobby. People understand you do that. Let's see. Let me show you the listing. So, let's see. Make sure there's nothing personal up. My messages. Nah, everything's good. So, yeah, this is the listing. You can see this. It's a drop-down menu. You pick the player. So he went to Trae Young. Trae Young's not $1, right? This wasn't the price then. So Trae Young was like $2.99 or something. Yeah, Panini Prism NBA Base Vet. Complete your set. Listing, you pick, select the player. Almost all players 99 cents. Yada yada yada. This is shipping will be first class. Cards will be shipped. Buy 4 get 2 free. So this is the new listing. I had to change it. Because it used to say, if you want tracking, add $3. He bought 4 Trae Youngs. It was $13.49 was his total for 4 Trae Young base cards. He ordered them. He messaged and said, like the next day, that he wanted to cancel because he thought he was buying silver rookies or something, right? For $4. Yeah, right. So he said he wanted to cancel. I'd already mailed the envelope out. So it was 55 cents. I'd already shipped it. So like a week later, the dude messaged me and says, you idiot, I can't believe you did this and sent me the cards regardless. I told you to cancel it. And all these cards, there's no refunds, just because I don't even offer like refunds on this or exchanges, because you have people that would buy a card like this and send me back one that's got a ding corner, right? So I'm not doing it. But I told that guy that I would refund it if he would just mail the 4 cards back. I'd give him his money back. And he was like super aggressive in the messages. Like, I'm not doing that, or, you sent them anyway, and I told you need to be more professional and check your messages and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I told him to do it, and he said, okay, thanks. 10 days later, I never got the cards back. So I followed up with him to say, hey, did you ever mail those cards? Because I was going to go through one day and do the refunds. Nope. He messaged me and says, you never sent them. And he's trying to pull this scam on eBay. And he files a dispute and says, I never shipped them, because there's no tracking, because it's plain white envelope. So he files this dispute on eBay. So on eBay, I tell him, we go through the dispute process, and I screenshotted all the messages of him saying, I can't believe you sent me these cards, you idiot. I told you not to send them, and you did it anyway. So he kind of incriminated himself on eBay. So eBay closed the case. He lost. I messaged him and was like, dude, send them back and I'll refund it. Then he goes on PayPal and he disputes this on PayPal. $13 now. He's going through all this. PayPal is 100% you lose as a seller. If you ever send something without tracking and they paid with PayPal, you're screwed. They're going to take your money. All they have to do is say that you didn't do it, and if you can't upload a tracking number to that address, then you lose. So then he said the same thing again on PayPal. I sent screenshots of all that. PayPal doesn't care. PayPal decided, you lost. I got an email today. We've taken $13.49 out of your account, and we have refunded the buyer. So he got the 4 Trae Young cards. He got the $13.49. He basically got them free, which is super aggravating. And I go through about once or twice every week of those you pick, where I send them out and the dude says he never gets them. Usually it's just a couple of dollars. So I just, whatever, give them the refund, and I eat the cost of the stamp and the cards and just chalk it up as a loss. But that dude did it, and today I was like, man, it's just so aggravating of like $13. I mean, the dude went through all of that to scam me out of $13 and 4 base Trae Young cards of Prism. I mean, like, what is he going to do with that? It's his second year card. It's not even a rookie card. And he went through all that trouble to get 4 of them for free. And legitimately steal. Like, it's the same thing as coming in and just stealing them from you. Like these of Prism. Like, the dude went through and scammed and went through all that trouble to get 4 of these. So, and I get those all the time. So I was like, man, I'm getting so sick of this, of just dealing with it. And this is like a little side thing. So I changed all the listings. They're $2.99 shipping on everything. And the cards are more. These don't sell. The U-Picks, maybe 1 a week. But I don't care. I've got I have thousands of base vet Prisms from my collection that it's impossible to sell now, because the only way to do them is plain white envelope, and just scammers, man, they ruin it for everybody. So I gave up on it. So if you were buying those, it's done. No more. Before quarantine pisses me off. Seems like teenagers. I've got a bunch of Carson Wentz, dude. I'll throw some in your break spot. Any inserts or anything of Carson that I have, I'll throw them into your team, whoever you got on this one. Yeah, it's just aggravating, dude, how they do that. Really, really aggravating. And then I had another guy message me today. I was at a family thing at my in-laws today, and I was all the auctions were ending. I was trying to do messages and stuff, and and the drive home, in between that, like a 30-minute drive, it was a message, cancel my order. He bought 2 spots into a break, and it was like $30 a spot or something, so $60. And he was like, "You got to kill it, give me my money back." And then like 10 minutes later, "I'm going to bombard you with negative feedback." 10 minutes later, bombard you with negative feedback, threatening. And like literally, it was like over 30 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I'll gladly refund anybody's money on any break as long as it's not full or happened, obviously, so, but just like immediately go to like threatening to leave negative feedback and like, "I'm going to ruin your store" and all this. I'm just like, man, it was another dude in Florida. And I'm just like, God, Lord, man, it's just, all we want to do is open freaking cards and collect cards, and this dude's got me ready to like drive down to wherever city in Florida to choke him out. But I don't know, eBay's getting aggravating, and all of this is going on right now, and there's no support with eBay because of the coronavirus or PayPal. You can't call in, you can't talk to a customer service rep. It's only email or chat, and it's like a 48-hour delay, so people are taking advantage of it big time with the disputes and stuff. Because normally I could have called PayPal, explained the situation, and sent them proof, and they would have closed the case, but you can't do that now. All they have is like a DM chat, and it's like, some dude chatting, and he doesn't care. We're in a global pandemic. He doesn't care about $13 for a stupid basketball card, so... Anyway, it is 11:30. I'm going to end this now. We'll be back on tomorrow night for that $5 break, and then I'll throw up some more spots tomorrow. At some point during the day, another break. I might do another eBay hobby. I may do 2 on the next one, just 2 hobby, just so there's more chances of a hit. But I don't know. I got to call and see what kind of product I can get before I put it up. But yeah, that one's tomorrow night, and then that $10, I'll update it and see what we got. Yeah, eBay's not going to email you back, dude. It's not going to happen. They're super crappy right now. So, and anyone that has like Instagram, if you have Instagram, go to it's in the description of this video. Go there, and if you don't care, follow the page, just because it's so much easier to get info out on when the breaks are and updates on that through there rather than email. Or like on eBay, I have to go through and contact each person individually to give them updates. There's no mass marketing that I can send to like every person that bought a spot. You can't do that item and then send a bulk email to everybody saying it. You have to go in on each individual buyer for each break and do it. So obviously it's a lot easier to do it on Instagram and just say, "Hey, this break sold out. This is the date, time," and then upload the video and link it. But I still go through and do the messages just because there's only a couple hundred followers on Instagram, so I don't want anyone to miss it. And if you go to the site, if you buy anything on the site, if you make an account on there, I control the emails that go out. I've never done a marketing email. If you put in your email when you check out, so you'll get like the receipts or whatever, or shipping info. But if you make an account, I can go in there and I can do a mass email to everybody that selected, like, so say everybody bought into a hobby break, whatever. I can go in there and I can select all the customers for that particular break, and I can send them an email that says, "Hey, the break sold out. This is the date and time." As of now, I still have to go in and do it individually just because people don't make accounts on there. But it's not marketing spam like some of these card sites, like Blowout Cards. You make an account on there, you're going to get daily emails from them. I cannot stand spam marketing emails from companies. I cannot stand it. So the last thing I would ever do is spam people with stuff like that. So yeah, if you do that, it makes it easier just so you don't miss breaks and times and all that. But for now, we'll just keep doing what we're doing until there's enough people to where it's effective. But yeah, I pay like a $4 a month. Oh yeah, and the other thing too is I pay for that Shopify store, a monthly fee of that comes out of the break stuff too. So if you only do 2 or 3 of these, where you're making 30, 40 bucks. The Shopify store, I think, is with the adder for eBay to sync it and all that. It's like 40 something or 50 bucks a month just for that Shopify store. So another cost to do these as well as that Shopify. And then I had to do an LLC to get the distributor, which is like 350 bucks when you're starting out. Camera, that was like 80 bucks. Mic was like 50 bucks. Ring light. So, it's definitely not doing it to get rich. It's just for fun. So maybe one day. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. That would be good, dude. Just so I can share. And I do giveaways too. I gave away a bunch of relics the other day. It was like probably 13, 15. It was like, $1 or $2 cards, but it was autographs and relics that I just had extra that I didn't want to put in my case for my personal collection. So it was like some garnet, some orange. One of them was an orange Dwayne Wade relic from Prism this year. So this is wholesale. This is as cheap as you could get a hobby box right now. Right now, it's what, that $385. You can't get it cheaper. That distributor is the wholesale, but you can't get wholesale. You can't get quantities at wholesale price, the $90, unless you spend 100, 200 grand a year with them. So the only way to get to that point is to do more breaks. So if I were to order one of these every other day and order 200 hobby boxes at $380 and spend $76,000 in a year on football, basketball, yeah, then the next year I would do it. But you have to do one every other day. And to do that, you need a bigger following and yada, yada, yada. So just to start out, unless you had a ton of money to just blow up, build this really elaborate site, put a ton of like advertising on Instagram, Facebook, etc., then, it's really, it's impossible to get to that point, to get it wholesale. I've tried. No, dude, you don't have to send any money. Don't worry about it. Don't collect the Eagles. So the stuff that, when I add stuff to it, it's stuff that I've got that's personal stuff that I don't collect. So, like Eagles, I don't care about them. I do collect these though. This is a dope dude. This artist makes cards from movies. So he, cards bent a little bit. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Anybody knows about that dude? So you can buy like, and they're numbered to 90. He releases them occasionally, but dude, he's got like Happy Gilmore, and it's all people from sports, from like TV shows and movies. He makes like fake cards of them. I found this dude the other day and went ham on eBay. But just stuff that I collect. So Wentz, I don't care about Wentz at all. So I'll send you anything that I've got of him. I sent out a bunch of stuff last time. If anybody personally collects stuff too, just shoot me an email or a DM on Instagram and I'll throw stuff in there if I've got extras. Because I literally, dude, I bet there's 20,000 cards in this room right now, and just in boxes that I've accumulated that I'm never going to do anything with. So, and I buy a lot of football, but I only collect the Falcons. So, I'll collect rookies if it's, like guys I like, Barkley and people like that, but mainly Falcons. So Eagles, yeah, I don't care about them. I'll send them to you. Yeah, the Jesus Shuttlesworth, man. It's what's the guy's name? It's on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram and I tagged the dude in it. Yeah, that was under him. Jaw Pink. It's terribly off-centered though. It's why I didn't send it into grade. Left or right? Look at that. I sent in all like my good parallel prisms to PSA right before they shut down. So that's being held hostage for who knows how long. But probably like $5,000 to $10,000 worth of cards I sent into them, graded value. But this one I didn't even bother because it was so off-centered. So it's just a personal collection card that, you can't really. I don't really want to sell it for like $100, $200, but I might if it's economy gets bad enough. But oh, dude, I have no idea. It's that centering is terrible. Oh, that reminds me, the Gold Zion. If y'all didn't see that break, look at the break, and I talk about the centering on the Gold Zion. Um, left or right, top to bottom. I'm not going to say anything. I'll let you judge. Go look at the centering on it. It got graded. So it's slabbed up now. So if you go to Beckett, BGS, and their card lookup, look up that card. The gold vinyl, 1 of 1, rated rookie Zion on Beckett, and look at the grades. And you tell me what you think about it. I was stunned. I was shocked at the grades it got. So grading is a super sketchy thing to me, but I mean, you could send in. I've sent in cards before, and like one of the cards that I got graded with Beckett was a silver Zion Prism, and it got a 9.5, and it looked perfectly centered to me. And then you look at some silver Zions that got 10 centering, and they're worse. So I don't know how they do it, but look up the gold vinyl Zion, 1 of 1, and you're going to be shocked. Let's see if I can find it, actually. BGS grading lookup. See if I can find that card. It's definitely been graded. I've seen pictures of it in the slab. I was super happy for the dude because I was afraid he was going to get an incredibly low grade when he sent that Zion in. I was like, man, I don't know, because a lot of people were commenting. When Panini America posted it on their official page, all the comments were like, Panini QC sucks. Like, how do you let your 1 of 1, your, Grail Optic card come off the press that bad? But he sent it in, and he paid like crazy turnaround to get it back from Beckett, and he got a really better than I was expecting grade on it. It's crashing or something, Beckett. I don't know. It's not letting me log in. I don't know. I'm trying to log in, but if you can look it up, it's the 1 of 1 Optic Gold Vinyl Zion. I think it was an 8.5 or a 9, but it is slab, so you can look up that card and see the grade on it, see the subgrades it got. But yeah, I'm gonna end it now. It's getting late, so I'll be back on tomorrow night, probably like 9:30 or 10. Whatever the message said, I'll look that up, but I'll be on a few minutes before. Then we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than tonight. Tonight was a little rough with the hobby break. But I'll get all these packed up, ship it out, and your tracking will get uploaded as they ship. So they'll go first class. And if you have any cards that you collect, any football, any teams that you like, shoot me a DM, and I'll try to throw some stuff in there. Or if you have a PC of another team, you didn't win them, let me know if you, if there's a team that you collect, like Spurs or Hawks or whatever. I've got a ton of like Hoops, rookies, Donruss, some of the lower tier sets. So I bet I have 20 completed sets of Donruss this year. So, yeah, let me know, and I'll throw some bonus stuff in there, relics and crap like that. I had so many relics from Prism that I was using them as spacers in those like cardboard things, like the generic crappy dudes, like I don't know, like the Hawks dude. God, what's the guy that? Not Alan Crabb. He was on the Sixers. I can't think of his name. Drawing a blank, man. Tired. I have a baby, so Jabari Parker. He went on the Sixers. Dude. But I had like 2 relics of his. People like that, base, generic ones, I was using them as spacers. So, yeah, I was like, I need to give these away. Because I actually got BCW, one of the things they sent me was spacers. So, I pulled them all out and organized them, and I've been sending those out as just something. I know they're only like $1 or $2, but it's better than getting like a Serge Ibaka base, to get a Serge Ibaka relic. So if you collect anybody, DM me or email me and let me know, and I'll try to throw some stuff in there, clear out some of the space. So decent center. That was me on the video. See you, dude. Yeah, see y'all tomorrow. When I said it was decent centered, I knew what the card was, and I knew that it was going to be like a lot of exposure to that card. And I didn't want to be negative on that video. I didn't want to bash Panini and like talk bad about Panini on the video, just because I knew it was going to be, when I was like processing, it was 1 of 1 and it was on YouTube. I knew that it was going to get, a bunch of views and, shared and all of that. So I didn't want to be super negative. I was trying to stay positive, and I didn't want to bash the card. When you find a card like that, I didn't want to immediately turn it into a negative thing. So, I was trying to be positive and say decent, but it is what it is. If you look at it, it was left to right. It is what it is. I try not to be negative on the videos, man. But yeah, the grade was good. It got, so what do I know? I'm not a grader, so. Yeah, you guys take it easy, man. I'm going to end this. It's getting late, and I have a conference call I've got to be on early in the morning for my actual job that keeps the roof over our head, not these card breaks. So, yeah, actually in that video, I dropped the other cards in my hand because my brain was like, don't squeeze the card on the left. When I saw 1 of 1. I thought it was gold, to be honest. I thought it was going to be out of 10. I didn't even think of the gold vinyl. So in my brain, when I saw 1 of 1, it was like, I don't want to drop. I was like this, and I was like holding the card, and I'm like, don't like get this protected. Don't spit. Don't scream. And it was like, because my brain was like so focused on my left hand, my right hand went numb, and all the base cards fell out. But that was a genuine, true reaction. So, yeah, I was shocked. Needless to say. But tomorrow night, I'm not going to be shocked when we pull that jaw gold vinyl. So, I'm prepared. I'm an expert in 1 of 1s now. So, yeah, I'm going to end it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully, y'all had a good time, and maybe tomorrow will be better. We've got 5 boxes instead of 1, so we'll pull some Zions and Jaws tomorrow for sure. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for stopping and watching and participating. And if you have a charity for tomorrow, I can do it on those. I'm going to pick one. Shoot me a message, and I'll try to pick one of those from somebody that you want. If there's a charity you want or you care about, then I'll choose that one. So take it easy. Everyone stay safe, stay inside, and I'll see you tomorrow.